Hello and welcome back to the Watford Way. We are Premier League, so we are Premier League. We're back in the big time. We're in the Premier League, and this video today, I'm here to talk to you about how I'm feeling at the moment. Obviously, the Championship season has just ended with Watford beating Swansea 2-0, courtesy of an Andre Gray goal, which is very, very rare, and even rarer, an Isaac Success goal as well. So there you go. You finish off on a very, very unexpected win with the changes we made, but really, really happy with that. And I'm really, really excited going into next season as well. We've been linked with a few good players in recent days. I'll probably touch on that a little bit later in the video. But yeah, I'm really, really feeling positive at the moment. The most positive I felt about Watford for a very, very long time. Obviously, we had the relegation season, which wasn't very good at all. And then obviously we started this season under Vladimir Ivic. It looked to be going really, really well. But as we got to October, November time, things really started to tail off. Really, really poor results. I think, really, really poor performances as well. The Birmingham City performance, I remember being really, really poor. I think we just scraped that game for a Troy Deeney penalty. Coventry, I think, was really, really poor as well. So there's a lot of poor results under Vladimir Ivic. But 26th of December, against Norwich City, Xisco Munoz's first game in charge, and we beat Norwich City, league leaders at the time. We beat them 1-0 at Vicarage Road. And Xisco Munoz, what a guy. Can I just say, what a guy Xisco Munoz is? Absolutely superb. Probably, since I've been alive, it's probably been one of my favourite managers I've seen at Watford, and he's only been here for what, 6 months now. So yeah, Xisco Munoz has done a fantastic job. On the pitch, but also off the pitch, is really personable. He talks to fans on social media a lot. And I think for me, the one thing with Xisco Munoz is that he gets the club. He knows about Elton John. He knows about the history of the club. He talks about it on social media all the time. His coaching staff, I follow some of them on Instagram. They really are behind the club. So it's so fantastic to see, Xisco Munoz kind of, buying into the Watford project, the Pozzo project. So that's been really good to see, and it's been a breath of fresh air actually having Xisco at the club, because I think under Vladimir Ivic, I'm sure a couple of you probably liked Ivic, but I think for a lot of fans, we felt quite down and actually depressed. Depressed probably isn't quite the right word, but we felt really down watching that Watford side. The players weren't fighting for each other. They weren't fighting for the manager. It looks like they were kind of operating on 50-60%, whereas under Xisco, the players have been, going into 50-50 tackles, sprinting so much. So I think under Xisco, he's really, really got the squad behind him, and that's absolutely fantastic to see. And actually, under Xisco, around February time, there was people starting to question him, including myself. We even made a YouTube video about it, kind of questioning Xisco's future at the club. But I think the injury to Troy Deeney kind of forced his hand in switching to that 4-3-3 formation. And ever since that switch happened, we beat Bristol City 6-0. Fantastic wins over Norwich, Reading, obviously Swansea on the last day, beating Brentford as well. So really, really fantastic from Xisco that he turned it around. And yeah, really, really positive going into next season. As I mentioned at the start of the video, we have had a few transfer rumours in recent days. We've got Rafael Ball from River Plate, a 25-year-old Colombian striker who's been in really, really good form lately, actually. His contract is expiring at the end of the season. In fact, if you play FIFA or Football Manager, he does come up in your scouting reports quite a lot. So I'll be really, really interested and actually happy if we pull that signing off. We've been linked with Fernando Llorente as well. Probably not the signing I want, but we have been linked with him. And the most exciting one for me, actually today, as I'm recording this video, we've been linked with Elias Chair from QPR. Fantastic player. Also in the article on The Athletic, it does say he's being tracked by other European clubs, other Premier League clubs, but Watford do retain an interest there as well. So that's really, really exciting to see. And I think actually for me, it's just about keeping the core of the squad we had from this season. So actually keep Ben Foster around, 1 year left on his deal. Tom Cleverley, experience. We've been linked with Ashley Young. Bring him in, more experience at the very, very top level. Just won the Serie A with Inter Milan, obviously played at Manchester United, played for England, so definitely bring Ashley Young in if we can. Troy Deeney, 1 year left in his contract. Looks like he's going to stay. So we've got a lot of experienced heads here. Dan Gosling as well. Let's not forget about Dan Gosling. So we've got a lot of experience. And I think if we bring in that profile of player I was just talking about there, Raphael Bohr, 25 years old. I think Elias Chair must only be 21, 22. So if we can bring in a little bit of experience, with a little bit of youth, with a little bit of experience and youth, 25, 26, you're not getting towards the end of your career. You're actually just coming into your peak. So if we can get a few more of them players in, I think it's going to be looking really, really positive next season. Obviously, of course, we need to retain the services of some of our best players who are here currently, the likes of Ismail Assar, Francisco Sirielta, Daniel Bachmann. If we can keep them players, Kike Femini is another one as well, isn't he? So if we can keep them players at the club and add to that as well, I think that is a good recipe for success. And, for me, next season, as long as we finish 17th or above, that is a successful season staying in the Premier League. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching. I hope I've gave you some of my positivity from what has been a fantastic season. Later this week, I'm also going to be doing a season review video, looking at key fixtures, in the calendar this season. What were the results that kind of turned our season around? What caused Vladimir Rivic to get sacked? And ultimately looking at when Xisco come in and our form after that, because Xisco's form and the team's form was fantastic since Xisco arrived. So really, really looking forward to that video as well. Make sure to hit subscribe if you haven't already as well. We'll be providing you with loads more content throughout the summer as we talk about players coming in. Obviously, the new kits will be coming out as well. I probably will be taking a little bit of a break in a couple of weeks' time, but apart from that, we'll be providing you with loads more content, of course, here on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and on Spotify as well. With our podcast, we try and upload as much audio from these videos as possible as well. So if you do want to listen to these in audio format, check out our Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. It should be on any of your podcast providers. Hopefully we will be doing a bit more audio content as well. But apart from that, I'm looking forward to the season review later this week. And let me remind you one more time, we are back in the Premier League. Come on, come on. I hope you're really looking forward to the new season. Fixtures come out. When do they come out? Midway through June, something like that. So I'm looking forward to that. And yes, I'll see you guys in the next video very, very soon. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in a video or stream very, very soon. Bye-bye, guys.